All right, thanks for coming back, folks. I'm Dustin with Sunblessed Farms. Today's going to be a shorter video than our last couple of videos. This is going to be kind of a breakdown. What I've noticed a lot is every time we sell one of our freeze dryers, we create a new competitor in the freeze-dried candy business side of things. So we wanted to go over some of the things that we've done to help make that easier and provide a little bit of information on some things that we offer that can help you get started so that if you are going to make the investment in one of these machines, you'll be able to get yourself paid back if you feel like doing that. If the pain point for you is the price of the machine, we're going to introduce some ways that you can use this machine to pay yourself back and recoup your investment. That way, you'll have access to the machine for your own personal use, but you can also use it to be a self-funding investment. So we introduced what we call our turnkey candy business package, and we've tried to include everything within that package that has worked for us to make the process of creating revenue with this product that much easier. And I'm going to talk a little bit again on economies of scale and whatnot, and why, if you're going to do this, sometimes it makes sense to spend a little more money on the front side. That way you have additional capacity, and you're getting that capacity at the best possible price by buying it on the front side rather than having to upgrade later. One of the teams that stopped by our store today is one of our competitors in the candy market from, Northwoods Freeze Dry. A couple of wonderful ladies. They own a couple of medium machines. They've got one in Oregon and they've got one here in Idaho. And they share resources, and they come together to do events where they're selling the products that they make. And they use these things to process game. They were telling me like they've harvested bear from their property because they have apple trees that the bears like to feed on, and deer as well. So they're using these products to process food and stuff for themselves, but they're also paying themselves back for their investment. So our turnkey business package comes with a 10 walls, or half walls and a back wall, table covers, a flag holder for the teardrop flags, comes with a couple of folding tables. We'll get your logo designed for you. We'll get you a professionally built website. And then in the packages, you get to choose between a medium, large, or extra large machine. If you're going to be doing this and you do want to pay yourself back, I highly recommend getting the biggest machine you can. Again, because you're going to pay less for it on the front side than having to upgrade later if you find that you love this and you want to stay with it. We're going to send you some additional trays so that you can keep your production going. If you have things freezing, you can have trays in the machine, or if you're not freezing, you can go ahead and fill those trays and get them prepped and ready so when the other ones come out, you can put those in and then start bagging and processing the stuff that you just pulled out of your machine. We're going to get you some extra oil. We're going to get you an NSF certified stainless steel table, so you've got a nice reliable bench to set it on. We're going to get you 5,000 logo stickers, so similar to what we have here. You probably can't see the actual logo, but we're going to get you a few rolls of these stickers with your logo on them. We're going to get you 1,000 bags. So we've got 6x9 and 6x11 bags, so we'll get you bags to put your product in. We'll get you a label printer, and we'll get you 500 labels to go with it for shipping, and then we'll get you boxes with your logo on them. So we've got our Sunblessed Farms logo on these guys, and these will be for shipping in or out of state, depending on your state's cottage food laws, and we're going to touch more on that before we wrap up. And then we've also included, we personally have had great luck with and really enjoy our square units. We're going to send you one of these that allows you to print receipts and take credit cards from this machine. Plus, we're going to send you an iPad with a stand that goes with it, so that if you have a storefront or if you're set up an event, you have kind of a cash register thing going on. So that's the basics of our package. That is available through our website, storecda.com. So if you'd like to check that out. Now, So one of the things we wanted to touch on that I said I'd come back to is here in Idaho, we're really lucky. We have some very good cottage food laws that allow us to operate in the candy sales market. I wouldn't exactly say they're lenient, but they are permissive enough that we can do quite a lot with the laws that we have. So we are able to sell direct to customer, and then Idaho cottage food laws allow direct sales to customers, even if it's an internet sale. I understand that that's unique to Idaho or a few of these states, and more states now are coming online with cottage food laws where they had been much more restrictive before. There was actually just an article that I read the other day from the Institute for Justice. They gave rankings to a lot of the states that have brought on cottage food laws. Maine has really done a good job recently. There's a few others, and we'll put a link to that article in the show notes page. It's really important that you check with your state's cottage food law, whether that's the Department of Health, the Department of Agriculture, the Department of Commerce, whatever it is in your state specific for that industry. You want to make sure that you follow that and go with that. We're here, we're doing what we do based on our law. So aside from the turnkey package, it's going to be up to you to make sure that you get your LLC, you get your appropriate insurances, and you have all the things on your end that you need to do. What we're offering, what I was selling to you, what I'm hawking a little bit in this video, is more the material side of it rather than the administrative side of it. The administrative side of it is going to be completely up to you. But what this does is it takes these other things off of your plate so that you can focus on getting yourself into compliance with your state laws, and that way you don't have problems down the road. You're not getting a call or a knock on your door from a health inspector or something like that. Some states are still very restrictive, where you have to have a certified kitchen, and you've got to jump through significantly more hoops. This is not, we don't have that experience, so we can't share that with you. I highly recommend contacting your local agent regarding that, and then working with them to get into compliance. One of the things that we found here in Idaho was, because this is such a new industry, they didn't know what to do with us for a while. So we had to go through some extra steps to show them what we were up to and what we had going on, give them the how and the why, because it was this is just in the last few years this has come online. There's plenty of other food-related businesses that have a long history. This is not one of them. We're all still on the cutting edge of this. So if you're interested in having a freeze dryer, but the cost of entry is higher than you can justify just to have it sitting in your kitchen or in your shop to process food for yourself, if you'd like to have that machine and you'd like a way to get that machine to pay for yourself, we think that this is a great opportunity for anybody to justify the cost of this machine, because we do understand that it's a pretty significant expense and it can be unattainable for people on modest incomes that would really want it and could really benefit from it. And I'm here, I'm doing this work. I have my son with me, Michael Taylor, my partner. He's got his 2 daughters. This is a family business. This is one way that we're able to teach economic principles, business management, sales, all of these things, great lessons that are taught to these kids through this. So if you're interested in having a family business and you want to learn more, please check us out at SLURCBA.